Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is early morning crafts and coffee with Lorrie. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I am so happy to be here this morning, and it's coming off of a nice long holiday weekend. I hope your holiday weekend was nice. I know the weather was amazing. My name is Lorrie Brown, and this is Early Morning Crafts and Coffee with Lorrie. And I just want to thank you for joining me this morning because we got an exciting new collection that we're going to be working on today. It's called the All About Autumn collection. Ooh, let me tell you, this is beautiful. And I told you in the previous episodes that I am a huge autumn, fall fan. Huge. So you know, I couldn't wait to get started. We finished up the Countryside Inn collection last week, and those were beautiful. If you want to take a look at those beautiful cards that we made last week, which was our fourth week, we're going into our fifth week. So exciting. But if you want to take a look at those, you can go at loriescraftingjourney.com, meet me right there on my website, and you can see all the beautiful cards we made from the Country Inn Suite. Now, I wanted to tell you that I am a independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, brand new out the gate. Well, I got a couple months under my belt now, and I can tell you that I have learned so much. And that's what this is all about. Lorrie's crafting journey is all about my journey to become an expert in the field of creating cards with a purpose. And when I talk about cards with a purpose, I'm talking about creating cards that we're going to bless other people with, that we're going to take the time out to pour in our time, pour in our love and our creativity and and share with someone else. Every card is designed to have someone else's name on it, okay, to bless their day. And that will allow you, okay, to be able to bless someone else's day. So that's what this is all about. It's all about crafting out a small period of time where we can, I call it escape, my happy place. What is your happy place? Think about that this morning. Where and what is your happy place? Okay? What is it that takes you away from it all, the hustle and the bustle of everyday life? Family, in my case, family, grandchildren, caregiving, right? Work, mhm, all that we got going on. So for me, it's creating beautiful handmade cards that I'm able to bless with someone so that I'm able to reach out to give it to someone else, put a smile on someone else. How about giving somebody a birthday card that you made? A beautiful card that you took your time out to carve out for them. It just has a different kind of feel and a different kind of meaning to it, right? So that's what this is all about. That's all. That's what this is all about. So what I want to do is I'm going to get ready to get started with our collection. So what we're going to do today, I have one card. I'm going to try and get two cards in today, but basically we're going to cover everything that we're going to be doing. And because I'm new, I kind of mentioned to you that I right now am duplicating the cards in the Stampin' Up product catalog, okay, their annual catalog. And I am creating the cards from, well, this particular series is out of the mini catalog, which actually goes live tomorrow. Woo! Some amazing, beautiful stuff. And we'll talk about the catalog in the morning on the next show in the morning. But in the meantime, there's this one collection called All About Fall and All About Autumn. And okay, well, you'll see when I show you all the goodies. So in the meantime, I got my cup of coffee. Remember, it's early morning crafts and coffee with Lorrie. Let me know what you're drinking this morning. Are you having lemon water? Are you having coffee? I drink coffee with creamer. Do you drink coffee with creamer? Do you like your coffee black? Do you like ice in your coffee? Well, you know, it's been so hot here. Ice in the coffee is a good idea. It's a real good idea. I don't know. I don't care how hot it is. I still got to have that hot cup of coffee. So anyway, I just wanted to find out what you're drinking. So let me. This is actually my first sip this morning. Ooh, and it is piping hot. Love that mug. Keep it nice and hot. All right. So anyway, we're going to get ready to dive in. I'm gonna see if I can get to that second card, but at least we're going to do that first card, and it's a different card for me. I had to cut the card out differently because it's a smaller, it's more like a slim type card that we're going to be working on this morning. Nice and slim. So that's a little bit different than what I'm used to doing, but it's going to be beautiful. Wait until you see all the goodies we're getting ready to talk about this morning. So in the meantime, I am going to switch over to my screen here. All right, there we have it. There we have it. It is absolutely beautiful. And I can just tell you right now, look at all these goodies we got. I'm gonna try and fix my camera here so that we can it looks like my bottled water over here is doing its own thing. But I am trying to center this here. So that we get a chance to get the whole. There we go. I think I got it now. I think I got it centered. All right. It's looking a little bit dark too. I really got to do a lot of more work on. Let me get rid of all it. So anyway, we have all these beautiful products this morning. It's called All About Autumn. All About Autumn this morning. And look at these beautiful, beautiful cards we're going to be working on. And this look like this is a box, a gift box here. And I'm gonna do a whole morning, early morning session where I'm just going to work with the box, creating different boxes and different folds. But for right now, I'm going to duplicate this later this week. Look at all the layers of leaves. Ooh, it looked like this is painted a little bit watercolor leaves on this beautiful designer paper. Love it. So we're going to do that on the card like we did in the last series where we had the bag that was embossed. We just embossed the card for the first time. Matter of fact, we're going to do some embossing today too. So we're going to work on this card first. If we have enough time, we're going to start on this one. And then look at this. Now look, this is interesting. Look at this one. It has white ink. It got white ink. So we're going to be working with some white ink. Woohoo, can't wait. And here on this card, we got some white ink too. Look at that on the sentiment. So we're going to be working with those items. And I'm going to just kind of show you some of those items right now. Okay. All right. So here is the new inks I got. Now, you know, Pretty Peacock. I have had Pretty Peacock. And let me tell you, I've been using this one. And and this one is it's amazing. I used it on everything. I used some of this last week. This is Wild Wheat. This is Moody Mauve. This is Copper Clay. Blackberry Bliss. This is not from the In Color series, but I love this blackberry, and I'm gonna definitely use that on my leaves this week. And this is, ooh, there's my white ink. Ooh, I can't wait to start using that. So those are the inks that we're going to be working with in the collection. Okay. Here, okay, Here are the 2 rows of ribbons I'm going to be using for All About Fall. We got the, oh, look at that. We got the copper ribbon. Ooh, look how pretty that is. And we're going to be working with that. Then we have this ribbon here. This ribbon is called, oh, just natural. This is our natural ribbon that we'll be using. I think we'll be using on this one on the card today. Okay. And here, let me kind of move this lighting out a little bit so it don't be so much. Okay, on our paper here, that's a bit much. Okay, and then we got our dots. All right, they're called speckled dots, and these have all the colors that we're going to be working with in our autumn series, which you can see I started on that last week. That's our speckled dots. Now, here are our stamps. These are stamps and our sentiments that we're going to be using. It's called Autumn Leaves, okay? And these are the stamps. We're going to be using that today. Today, we're going to be using, on the second card, I am thankful to have you as a friend. Now, I'm sure you can think of someone that you are thankful to have as a friend. How about reminding them? That's what these cards are about. I am thankful to have you as a friend. And I think that's going to be our theme. Okay, the next thing we got is we got the die. Okay. Now, let me show you something here. This is so interesting. And, maybe many of you might already know these things, but because I'm new, I am just amazed at how you can cut these out and it can come out with these beautiful, beautiful patterns. I'm going to put this one right here. Beautiful patterns, right? These are the leaves. Now, I cut out, because I was playing with them. I couldn't help myself. I already started cutting out a lot of the leaves. So I cut out these leaves here. Okay, and you're going to see some of these amazing papers right here. I cut out these. These are like the veins of the leaves. Look at that, right? And then I cut out the little small leaves. And I cut out even half just leaf petals. Look at that. All kinds of beautiful leaves. So I kind of cut many of those out already. And we're going to using these dies right here. These dies. And one of the benefits of cutting it out, some I will be cutting, like I'm going to be embossing today. This is our embossing folder. I haven't used it yet. It's called the Stress 3D Tile. Look at that. Look at that print. Can you see that print on there? That's what we're going to be embossing on the card today. On the leaves, actually. Get this out. And it's a folder that we put in our embossing machine. We place it right in there and it puts this beautiful, look at that. Isn't that beautiful print on there? We're going to put that print on our leaves. I'm excited to see how that turns out. Okay, so now we're going to put this back up in here like this. All right. I hope everyone had an amazing holiday weekend. I do know that there were many children that went to school before the holiday, but traditionally in my area here, kids used to not even go to class until after the holiday. But now, geez. All right, so now let's look at our wonderful All About Autumn designer specialty designer series is what they call it. Look at this paper. So this is the one we're going to be working on the second card. Look at that. It's the spines of books on a bookshelf. Look how nice. And then on the back of them, Look at that foil. See there? So we're gonna have a ball with this. Okay. So we got that series. Okay, so that's one that we have. And this is going to be our first card that we work on. It looked like a blanket, doesn't it? Look like a beautiful blanket or a sweater. Okay. That's the one we're going to, these two are the ones we're going to be working on today, this one and this one. And then on the back of that, look at that. This is 6x6 cut in the paper. Oh, look at this one. Look how pretty. All right. And some of the leaves I'm going to show you I cut out using this. Look at that. And it's just a beautiful paper. Absolutely beautiful. When you get to 6x6, you get four. Okay, you get four of each of these. Oh, I can tell you I had this as a screensaver for many years on my computer back in the day. You know why? I might pull this up. The one I have now is beautiful, but this, ooh, I can be immersed. I can absolutely promise you I can be immersed in these trees. Ah, look at that. Ooh, I cannot wait to see the outcome of this beautiful paper when we create our now. I'm sure many of you have seen this one. This is like a standard a picture for fall. And then this is the back. Okay. Oh, so much. And then so many things that patterns and cutouts we can do with this beautiful paper, right? Okay, and now this is wood. Okay, I wonder what I'm going to do with that one. That's nice. So we got our wood. We'll keep that like that, okay? And then here's the back. Ooh, that's really pretty. That's very pretty print. Okay. The next one we got blue. This looked like a stitching too, like maybe a blanket or a jacket, maybe. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Ah, that kind of reminded me of maybe of a holiday print there. All right, absolutely beautiful. Okay. She can't do all about fall without having pumpkins. Pumpkins. Beautiful pumpkins, all colors. I believe, yep. I believe one of the cards we're going to do this week is going to involve the pumpkin series too. Now let's see what's on the back of that one. Ooh, it's a green. It's a beautiful green print. Okay. Okay, we got another bookshelf here. Series. Very nice. It's interesting that they do the book. Ooh, copper. It's kind of like the ribbon, the color ribbon that we have, the copper ribbon. Beautiful. Okay. Now this is more, you know what these leaves remind me of? These remind me of when fall, when the just about all the leaves have dropped and it's kind of cold. It's not sunny. But you can see these beautiful kind of dried, ready to blow away kind of leaves, right? Oh man. Okay, this has another beautiful print that's kind of like the pink one right here, or mauve. I should call it, that's a mauve color. Just a couple more. Ah, like a, don't just look like a chair or a couch that would be in the library, right? In the study. Yes, in your study. Okay, so we put that one there. Let's see what's on this. Oh, another beautiful print that kind of remind me of the holiday too. Look at that. And then last but certainly not least, look at what we have here. Hold on. Oh, look at these. That's just your pretty gold. Driving down the street, seeing a whole tree just as pretty gold. And I can tell you, every year we like to watch the trees turn. So I have my grandchildren. We look out the window, and over the weekend we started looking out the window. Even though autumn doesn't start till the 21st, I believe it's 21st of September. Yeah, I think it's the 21st. 21st or 22nd of September, right? And they look at the trees, and so far the trees have not turned yet, of course, but we found one. My granddaughter found one. She's go, "Oh, grandma, there's one." And my grandson go, "No, you don't see one." "Oh my goodness, grandma, look, it's already." It was this color, and it was just one branch, the tip of the tree, that was this beautiful color. So now when I go back to them, we look out the same window out the backyard. There's these beautiful trees in the backyard. And they're tall, big trees. And so when they look out, the next time I get over there and we look out the window, oh, it's going to be amazing how many more trees we can find that's already turned. All right. And then we got this green, okay, print. All right. Very nice foil type print. So those are all our designer prints that we're going to be using with our theme. Now these two, I'm going to leave this one out and I'm going to leave this one out because we're going to be working with those two. This one and these two. So yeah, we drive down the beautiful neighborhood, and we look at the trees as they're turning. That's a part of what we do every fall. Every fall. Now I do know in Upper Michigan they have the tour of colors, where you can see and experience the beautiful fall colors. Okay, now this is going to be some of my stock paper I'm going to be using. Oh, that's from my water that'll dry. Some of the stock paper we're going to be using. I used a lot. I'm going to just turn it over. This is the wild wheat. We used this a lot. Yes, last week. I love, love, love this wild wheat. Wheat. And I think this is movie mauve. Groovy, like groovy movie mauve. And then we got, I believe this is copper clay, I believe. Okay. And then we got the gray, basic gray color. Now, a couple of colors I do not have, which is, of course, is my peacock green peacock, pretty peacock. And that's our green color. So I'll be substituting our green color, and instead of the cinnamon color that we have on the cards, I'm going to be using this one here, which is the copper color. Okay. Fun times. I tell you, we're already getting geared up for the cider meals, and and we're going to do one road trip in October. Not far, just a couple hours away in Ohio, for a special retreat I'm going to be going to. And I love traveling in the fall because, again, you get to see so many beautiful, beautiful prints, so many beautiful trees, and I just love it. So this is our foil colored. I'm going to tell you the exact name of this. The exact name of this is called Oxidized Copper Special Design Series. Oxidized. And look at that. This I cut because I already cut some of the leaves out, the veins of the leaves out. But look how beautiful. Isn't this exciting to work with? Unless I seen this series, I would have never thought to pick up anything like this to work with. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have. I think my creativity is getting better, but I wouldn't have thought of this. So I think this helps bolsters my creativity. It comes in the 12 by 12, 12 by 12 sheets. And then I just kind of cut this down so that we can use it. All right, so let's get ready to get started here. Those are all our tools we will be using. Okay, okay, let me move this over here. This right here. I am excited about using that, using the white ink too. I'm really excited about using white ink this time around. Okay, all right, so we have, this is the one we're going to be working with next. Okay, I just want to show you that this is the card we're going to. Now, this is a slim card, okay? And here, let me pick out the leaves. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have 5. I think the slim card I use is a bit smaller, but I definitely want to use that one. And, oh, there it is. So I'm going to pull this one out, and we're going to do this one here. And we're going to use, I think each one of these colors, except for the white one, we're going to use this color, these leaves here. Orange. Okay. I kind of had to use the orange to substitute for this one right here. Okay. And then we're going to go with this one. In the fall, you cannot go wrong with the orange leaf. That's for sure. So these are the leaves we're going to be using on our card. We might have to overlap them, I think, maybe, to get them on the card. Okay. This is, look at the pattern. I hope you can you see the pattern this is the pattern, okay, the border that we're going to be using for the base right here, okay, on the card. All right, that's the border. And it looks like, let's look at this card a little better. I missed this the first time I looked at it, but it looks like we're going to have this right here. Okay. It looks like we have some embossing on this strip that goes across here. Okay, so we're going to do some embossing on that strip, and then we're also going to do, it says today's everyday. Today's everyday. Gotta think about that one. All right, so this is the cutout that we're going to do for that one. And it looks like it was run through a couple times. And I just have to measure that out to see what it is. Okay, this is the die we're going to be using for that. All right. Put this over here. And then we do have a bow. You know how I feel about bows, right? That's a beautiful bow there. And it looks like the bow we're going to be using is, here's all my in color, call it jute trim. And it looks like they're using this one here. Or we could, let's use our mauve. We're going to use our mauve for the jute string, the jute trim. Okay, so first things first, this is our card base that we're going to be using here this morning that we're going to cut up. Let me get my card here. Okay. Okay, let me get my measurements here. Card stock. Here's our card stock. That we're going to be using this morning. Now, remember I mentioned that this is cut a little different than what I'm used to doing. I'm used to, and I really got good at using the, doing the 5. This is just your basic 8.5 by 11. And we cut it in half by 5. Okay, 8.5 by 11. So we're going to cut it at 5. Yes. Half of 11 is 5.5. So we're going to cut that by 5.5. Okay. Let me double check, make sure I got that right. And then we're going to cut this side. We're going to cut this side by 5.5. 5.5 by 5.5. Okay. And then we are going to score it at 272 3/4. So that's 1, 2, 3/4. This is where we're going to score it. Okay. All right. So now we're going to bend this down like so. Okay. So this is our slim mini card. Okay, that we're going to utilize. So we're going to have to put the cover on here. And of course, the cover is going to be 5. Let's see. This is 2 and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/4. 2 4/4. And then, of course, this is 5.5. Okay. So let's get our chart out. We're going to cut this at, this one is our 5.5. Kind of want to get that fold in there. All right. Come on. Okay, this is our 5.5. Okay, we're going to cut this at 5.5. Okay. And then this, that's our 5.5. See, that fits perfectly on the top for that one. And then this way is, okay, 2 3/4. Okay, so this is 5.5, 2 3/4. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now this should fit just perfectly on the front, and it does. So let's get this on here. So now that we got the holiday out of the way, what is next on your agenda? What happens next in the month of September? Are you planning a couple of outings? I know this is a great time to get back in like really in the groove again for work, right? Okay, let me get my, let's see how our glue is working today. Hold up one moment, I gotta get my, here we go. Okay, so we're going to get this going over here. Let me just kind of fix up my thing here. I like my just right. Okay, here we go. Let's get this done. Okay, and I'm going to get some more glue because glue is a little more forgiving when it comes to lining up perfectly some of these covers, squares and covers, getting them just right. There we go. I think we got this one in just right. Beautiful. Okay. Now, this is going to be on the inside here. Now we got to cut out our piece that is going to, we have to cut out our piece that is going to be on, it's going to hold the, okay, that's going to hold the leaves. Okay. Now, when it comes to the measurements, I don't have the measurements. So I just kind of guessing a little bit on these measurements. And I'm thinking, okay, so this is about 3 3/8, 1 3/8. So let's do this. We got to make sure. Let's do one. Let's do 1.5. Let's see. I think that works perfectly. I just did 1.5. And I kind of eyeballed that, but normally that's not really a good thing to do. I know some of the seasoned crafters that just cringe if they seen how I did some of these cards, right? They would just cringe. Okay, so we got this one. We're going to have this laid out here. Okay, and we're going to have, now this embossment is what we want to put on this card here because we have this print on here. So we're going to cut out, we're going to stamp this print to give it a nice little background for the leaves. Okay. All right. Here we go. And we got our embossing machine. And I'm going to do it 3 times, okay? I'm going to do it. Okay. This one here. I needed to wipe my embossing machine off before we get started, don't I? Yeah, got a little something on here. Okay, anyway, we're just going to lay it down flat. I'm going to start on this end right here. Okay, and I'm going to do it just 3 times so that we can get that print. Okay, right here. It's moving all over the place, ain't it? Gotcha. Okay, so we're going to take this through once. Okay. And then I'm going to bring it back over this way, center it a little bit, put it back. Right there. Gotcha. Push that in. Roll that through again. Got it? And then we're going to do it just one more time. And we're going to bring it back this way on this side once again. And then I'm going to show you how beautiful that came out. Okay. And you know what's interesting? I'm finding out these little extras that we put on here, it makes a difference, like, right? It makes a difference in the overall presentation of the item. Big difference in how the card looks. Like, for example, I completely missed it. But when you look at it in person, it's like, wow, that looks nice. That looks really nice. And you know what? While I have this out, I am going to go on and cut out our sentiment here, or our sentiment. Okay. And this is it right here. And you know what? I am actually going to make sure that I stamp it first. It's small, you guys. It is very small. So I'm going to stamp it first. Then I'm going to cut it because I did a test in one of our videos about how should I stamp it first, or should I stamp it first, or should I cut it first? And I came up with the conclusion cutting it first because, okay, we're going to do this in mauve. This is our mauve color here. It's called Moody Mauve. Okay, let me cut this off. So I'm going to cut this one. This is my first time using Moody Mauve, but I'm feeling it. I am feeling this color here. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Let me grab. So what is the temperature like? Let me tell you guys, we have gotten some pretty hot weather. Okay. I'm serious. We got some really hot weather that came through here. And which means it's hot this morning. No joke. It's not playing. It is warm this morning. Okay, now we got to have good stuff. Gotta have plenty of whites when we're dealing with our inks here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to stamp this right here. Okay. And I'm gonna take our paper here and I'm gonna stamp it. Today and every day. Okay. We're gonna do that again. Turn this over. And I just feel like today and every day. All right, so now you can see I got today and every day. Okay. And then I'm going to put my stamp down right in here. Today and every day. And I'm going to line this up just like that. And this time, I can't, because it's so small, I can't afford it to move anywhere. So I'm going to just take a little bit of tape, okay? And I am going to put it on the end. I'm just going to bring it a little closer to myself so that I can make sure I got it lined up properly. And I'm going to put just a little tape on the end to keep it from moving. Okay. Now we're going to run this through here. Okay, we're going to pull this off. Right off here. All right, and look at there. Came out beautiful. Perfect. All right, so now we can move this out our way here. Okay, move this one over here. Now we're going to close this up. Because the last thing I want to do is, the last thing I want to do is have this ink everywhere, right? Right. So we're going to just wipe that off. Okay. So again, this is the die. This is the die that I use to cut out every day. Okay. Every day. Nice and tiny. And we're going to put this back over here. Now, this is what I wanted to show you. Look, we use this die here, and look at the print that it put that we're on here. Very nice, right? Just to give it another little feel and look to it. Okay, very nice, very nice. And I can tell you, I almost missed it in the catalog. I said, oh, what is that? Oh, it's that one. So what we're going to do is we are going to put this down here just like so. Okay. And we're going to stick this down. Just going to tape it down like that. Okay. And about halfway, maybe up just a little bit, because we got to put this one. Yep. That works just like that, right on the top like that. And then we have this extra, nice and short, that's going to go just underneath here like that. So let me go in and get a little sticky on here. There we go. And we're going to slide this under, just centered under here like this. Slide that under like that, just to give it another look. This is nice. Isn't this nice? And I actually feel like we can put just a little more on here. Let me, hold on just a second. Let me put a little more on this end. Okay, I'm going to put this right on top here. Just make sure I line up the ends perfectly. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, I had to take that off and put it back on, but that's all right. It's all right. Sometimes you just got to do. And that's why I said, did I tell you that you're just doing this the Lorrie Brown way, right? All right, so let's speed this up here a little bit. I think that we are going to go ahead and I'm going to put this one down. And then every other one I'm going to put on dimensionals, okay? So this one is going to be our first one. And we're going to lay this down just like so. Okay, that's our first one. Then our second one is the mauve. And this one I'm going to put on dimensionals. Okay. Put one here, one here. And then I'm going to do a half one right here. Just right at the top. Just a small one right here. Just enough where it won't show. And actually, I might be able to move this up a little bit. I don't want to see the dimensional from the other side. So we're going to pull this one off. Okay. And we're going to put this one up. I think about here. And you know something I didn't do that I think I should do right now is to lay out the last three just to make sure that I am putting these down where it will go all the way across. Okay. I want to make sure I line them up where they go all across. I don't want it to go over the end because I didn't measure it right, you know. Okay, so this one, I think this is copper clay. We're going to put right under here, like that one. We're going to glue that one down. So it looks like time is going on, and I am not going to be able to get to that second card, but that's all right. We're almost done with this one. I'm going to slide that under here about there. Okay. And then this one, we're going to put on dimensionals. I'm going to put that one right there. And we're going to take a piece off. And we're going to put this one right here. Okay. Take this off. Today and every day, I will be in love with you. Ooh. I like that one. Today and every day, I will be in love with you. I like that sentiment. You could use it. You could say whatever you want to say on that one, right? Today and every day, I will be in love with you. All right. There is no doubt that comment can go to my children, my grandchildren, and whoever else. I will be here for you. Okay, so we got all our leaves on the cross there. Now we're going to put our sentiment right here. Okay. And we're going to do our bow. So we're just going to tie this like this and do it around like this. I'm going to bring it over like this, old school. Now I'm going to have a bow tying session because hold on just a second. I am not the world's greatest bow tyer, but I am striving to be. So I'm going to do a class where all I'm going to do is take different ribbons and do different bow techniques. Does that sound cool? I think that sounds real like a very good idea. Here we go. Okay. I'm pull this in because it's small card. I don't need the bow to be too big, but I need it to be big enough where I can see it, right? Okay, there we go. I think that'll work. What you think? What you think? You think that bow look good? Look. I think it looks amazing. Look at my bow, y'all. Look at my bow. Look at it. Okay, now I'm gonna cut this up here. Scissors here. We'll cut it about there. Okay, and then we're going to, I think I'm gonna just glue this down right here, and then I'm just going to put dimensionals on it. All right, let me get. Okay, here are our glue dots. Let me tell you, I got this one tool that you use to pick up all these little tiny, and you know what? I cannot find it. I'll put on there. And I am going to put one here. And finally, one here. Okay. And then we're going to sit this right here, about here. Right about there. Today and every day. Okay. And then we're going to put a glue dot right here. And we're going to put our bow. Hold on, let me fix this a little bit better. I want this a little bit closer. You know how we used to do, where we used to just kind of give it a little shape to it, right? We're going to put this right here. Down just a little bit. I'll put it right there. Look at there. There's our first autumn card for today. Isn't that beautiful? That is like beautiful. Every time I get done with one of these, I am so excited. It's like, oh, that turned out so nice. So nice. And I think, wow, I did that today and every day. And you can just put your comment right in there. That bow right there. It's a beautiful little bow. I'm playing with it a little bit, y'all. Okay, now on the inside, it's 5.5. What is it? 5.5 by 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I need to cut down some paper. This is 5. There's 1. Okay. And, I always say I like to bring the outside in. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take this here and use it as a base. So 5.5, perfect. And then I'm going to cut it. By 2 and 1, 2, 3. No, 2, 75. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we're going to bring this in right here. All right. I always say bring a little bit of the outside in, okay? And that's all basically all I'm doing here. I'm just bringing some of the outside in. And I'm just going to mat it a little bit. Give it a little, Want it to lay down flat though. This is where glue is a little more forgiving than the tape. So as soon as I get some more glue, okay, it's a little more forgiving than the tape. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. Let me pull this down a little bit. Put it right here. Okay. And then we're going to take and we're going to put our white card on the inside there. So if this is 5, I'm going to cut this. We're going to do this at, instead of 5.5, we're going to do this about here, 5. So I do want to see some of the back. All right. And then on this end, this is 2 3/7. I'm going to do this at 2.5. Okay. Okay. And we're going to center this about just about here. Okay. Okay. There we have it. All right. And then you can write your sentiment right on the inside. So there we have our, I'm going to just fold this down a little bit. Make sure this is nice and sharp edge here. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Look at our first autumn card. Today and every day. Okay, and we got our bow on there. Okay. Now, if we compare this to what we did in what we have, our first one here, this is our first card. It doesn't look too shabby. Looks pretty good, right? Very nice. This could have been a little thinner if we wanted to do it just like this. That's a beautiful card, today and every day. So now tomorrow, we are going to tackle this one tomorrow. This is going to be amazing. Card number 2, all about autumn. Thank you so much for being here with me today as we work on this. I want to say thank you. And I'm going to leave that right there. All about autumn. Beautiful. And I am going to come over here. And we're going to get ready to close our day out over here. And I just want to tell you about signing up for. All right. So we did it. We did our first card. We're all about autumn. And isn't it a beautiful, beautiful series? Woo! So we got our first card down, and it says, today and every day. Today, and I choose to say this sentiment. Today and every day, I will love you. Who would you say that to? Who would you say that to? Today and every day, I will love you. Or today and every day, I will be there for you. And always remember, what you put out will come back. It'll come back in a beautiful form. Okay. So one thing I want to let you know is sign up for the newsletter. I just got the new one out. It is go to lorriescraftingjourney.com, lorriescraftingjourney.com for the newsletter, and a lot of good stuff in there. And I got a very interesting survey in there. I would love for you to participate in. Okay, send me the answer, and then we can go from there. I think I'm gonna pick somebody to get a whole beautiful 5-card takeaways that I put together. Oh, that'll be nice. Cards. Do you know how expensive cards are? Have some cards on hand that you can use to give to somebody. Ah, nice, right? Great idea. Then the second thing I want to tell you is if you need to get in touch with me, just go to lorriescraftingjourney.com, lorriecraftingjourney.com, and right at the top, just click on contact and be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a beautiful comment on what you think about the card today, okay? A beautiful comment about what you think about the card today. Well, until tomorrow, I will see you tomorrow. You have a beautiful, productive, healthy, wonderful day. And no matter what comes at you today, know that you can handle. You can. Take a deep breath and handle it. Okay? All right. Talk to you tomorrow.